that's my channel, Button and Pip. Now today is the first episode of a joint adventure that I'm doing with Becky from Notes from the Sewing Room, and it's called The Hack Off. So what we're going to do is we have chosen a pattern together and we're going to hack it in some kind of different way. Now we're not going to let each other in on our plans, and we're going to film a part of a vlog. So part of this vlog later on will be us together, and it will be the very first time that we see how each of us has interpreted and changed the pattern in some way. So our first pattern that we're doing is the Marigold jumpsuits. And I've made this, I made this last summer, but I know Becky hasn't made this yet. I made it, and it really started my jumpsuit obsession really, because I love the fact that you can just whip it on, full outfit done, off you go. So yeah, I'm really excited that we've chosen this as our first pattern. Now, I really do love to reuse a pattern, and I like to change it in some way. So I'm going to sit down on this first part of this vlog and talk about my plans. The middle part, the second part, will be how I'm getting on, so I might check in, and then the final part in this vlog will be where we're together. So first of all, let me talk about the fabric that I've chosen. Now I've chosen this lovely lightweight viscose linen from Fabric Godmother, and it is a navy, and I got 2 meters I think of it, so I think that's going to be enough with the ideas that I've got. I've still not finalised actually what I want to do, so I'm still sitting on the fence with a couple of ideas. Now, why have I gone for linen? I am a big fan of patterns, as you can see. I love a bright colour, but I've really sort of been pulled towards recently more plain, more muted colours, and in particular I've really come to love linen. And I don't know what the weather's going to be like this summer, but I really like the simplicity of just linen and just having one block colour. So that's the idea that I've gone with. Now, the ideas of what I want to do. My first idea is to match the Marigold bodice with the Patini skirt, and I love this pattern. I've got 2 of these already made up, and I love it because it's got some really good pockets, and you cannot diss a pattern that has good pockets. I don't know what anyone says, as long as it's got good pockets. Look, these ones have as well. My carry trousers, good pockets, see? And I really like the idea, because I know if I match those 2 patterns up, I'll really get loads of wear out of that outfit. So that's my first idea. And I think it might be quite simple, with them both being Tilly and the buttons, that if I match the bodice, because they're both elasticated as well, match the bodice up, that should be really easy to grade. That's the first idea. Now the second idea is just to make this normally, but to put a button placket in. Actually, I could probably put the button placket in with that. Now, I do like a button placket, and that will actually stop me having to put a zip. So I can't even get my words out today. A zip into it. But I'm not too sure with this sweetheart neckline, whether it might be easy to put the button in, or whether I just take it straight across and then put the button in. That might be an idea. Now the second idea is a really easy hack, which is to just chop off the legs and make it into a shorts play suit. Now I've got play suits, and I don't know actually how much wear I'd get out of it if I did do it in as a play suit, even though I love a play suit. So I'm not too sure about that. Now the fourth idea was what I originally came up with, is the idea of taking the bodice and just continuing it and making it an A-line, and then not using the elastic as the waist, but actually just pulling it in with a belt. So I'm really torn that with that, or that as a skirt. And I don't know, I really need to make my mind up, because I need to get on with this actually. So what I might do actually, if I get my pattern pieces out and lay them out, and then maybe have an idea that way, that might be a good idea to do. So yeah, I'm really excited to get on with this, and I'm really excited actually to see what Becky's getting up to, because I don't even know what fabric she's chosen. I don't know how she's going to change the pattern at all. So it's going to be really great when we join together on our vlog, and we get you'll actually be able to see our first reactions. So yeah, that is my plans. Now, the first thing before I do anything is I need to change this bust dart. Now, what I found in the past is the bust dart's actually too high up. So what I've got to do is drop this completely. And in the past, I've tried to do it after I've actually cut out. But I found a really good tutorial online by Hand London. And I did it with my Seren pattern. So all that you actually do is draw a box around the bust dart and then just drop it. Now, I did this one. You'll have to excuse the ruler. I don't really practice what I preach. At school, I'm always like, you need your ruler. And then I can't find one for the love of anything. So I dropped it actually by 3 centimetres. So what I'm going to do now is I'm actually going to show you how I did that on my marigolds. And there we go. So I've dropped the bust darts down by 3 centimetres and I'm ready to go. So Becky's come along to my house today and we're going to just show you and talk about what we've made. So Becky, you first of all tell me what you've done, because it's the first time I've actually seen it as well.
I know, it's the first time I've seen yours as well. So we've been quite careful actually not to reveal anything to each other during the making process. So yeah, that's worked quite well, I guess.
Yeah.
So, and it's funny we've both done dresses because we didn't know.
And the same colour as well.
And the same colour as well, yeah. I actually bought this fabric when I was out shopping with you and a few of the other girls a while ago.
Oh, when we went to Nottingham?
Yeah, it's from Cole's Sewing Centre in Nottingham. So, yeah. So, yeah, it's quite a fine fabric. It's kind of, I don't really know what it is. It's not a viscose. It's a sort of light cottony type fabric. So it's a little bit on the see-through side, but I think it's okay for a kind of summer dress. So.
Well, do you know what I wear? I sometimes wear a slip underneath mine, just a half slip, and that works really well.
Yeah. So what I did was I've used the Marigold pattern at the top. If I'm honest, it is probably slightly tight around the underarm area, but it's okay. I've reduced the seam allowance down the side, so, or should I say I've increased it. Basically, it's 2 centimetres rather than being a centimetre and a half.
Yeah.
And then I decided to miss off the waistband that actually comes with the pattern and put on a different waistband instead. I should have said also that I've added in some extra waist darts. So you've got the bust darts, and then I've also added in 2 extra darts just down here.
Yeah.
Basically because I was trying to make the dress a little bit more fitted around the sort of centre area.
Yeah. I suppose mine's quite big actually, isn't it? Yeah.
Well, that's the problem with mine because I think I've still got this kind of baggy type bit. I think if I was to make it again, I'd probably make the bodice slightly shorter because I think that would probably solve my problem.
Yeah.
But I used the waistband from the Selkie London skirt pattern, basically missing off the kind of swooshy section that goes in the middle and also the overlap bit that it has at the back. Yeah, and then I've included a box pleat skirt, so I actually, my straps keep falling down at the top. So I used the box pleat skirt from the Selkie London pattern. However, I've kind of faffed around with the fit a little bit because obviously I was trying to fit it to the waistband and then trying to fit it to the bodice as well. Yeah. So it's probably not like exactly as it would have been in the Selkie pattern.
So does the Selkie pattern have a zip at the back?
Yes, it does.
So did you? Can I just have a look? Sorry.
Yeah.
So Oh, you've got a zip at the back, like the side.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, because the Marigold comes with a zip at the side.
Yeah.
But how did you get on then, changing the back bodice piece?
So what I did was, rather than cutting it on the fold as directed in the pattern instructions, I actually cut it in two instead. And I didn't actually add on any extra fabric at the back because I'd already got quite a lot at the sides that I was going to be taking out anyway. I only used a 1 center seam allowance when I put in the zip at the back. Because, and I'm pleased that I did that, because otherwise I wouldn't have been able to get in the dress, I don't think.
Oh, how did you find fitting what are they called? Straps. Because I think I mixed mine up and mine have kind of sat the wrong way, so I've had to adjust them. But were you okay fitting them?
Well, I think so, but I keep getting this one particularly, that keeps falling down a little bit. So maybe I've not done it. Yeah,
I think I need to go back actually and look at the pattern a little bit more detailed to know which one. But I really like it.
Well, thank you.
It's very summery and very. Do you know what? It reminds me a bit of going on a picnic.
Yeah, it does. Yeah. It's like a sort of old-fashioned kind of like 1950s style sort of dress.
Yeah, and I think with the polka dot, that really helps with that sort of vision.
Yeah.
But I'm really impressed of how you put two different patterns together, because I put two different patterns, but they're both tilling the buttons.
Oh, okay.
So it's a little bit easier, but you've been braver to actually put two completely different patterns. No, I love it.
But it's kind of brave, but a little bit dangerous as well, I guess, because I didn't know if it was going to work out or not.
Oh,
and I'll be honest, because I thought this was going to be my practice version, but then I've completely run out of time and basically worked right up until the deadline that we set ourselves. So I've not had time to do my actual real version. So this is now my real version instead.
Well, I think it looks lovely. It's a lovely hack.
Thank
really
you very
nice.
much. So what have you done?
Yeah, so I've actually added two patterns together as well. I've got the Marigold top with the Bettine skirts because I love a good pocket. And actually, you talking about your bodice, I've had the opposite effect. Mine was really big, and even though I've got this same bodice on my actual Marigold that fits me perfectly with the zip. This one, for some reason, when I put the zip in, it was still huge. So I just thought I can get it on and off without a zip. So I took the zip completely out.
Okay.
I've had to lower the bust darts, but I know that I have to do that quite regularly with tilling the buttons hacks. No, just patterns. So yeah, I have to lower them by about 3 centimetres. And then I've used the actual waistband from the Marigold, but put it straight onto the Bettine skirts.
Okay. Yeah.
And
that looks like it's worked really well.
Yeah. Now, when I first put it on, even though I'd done the elastic the size that I wanted, I put it on and I felt like a bit of a sack.
Oh, did you? Okay.
And I don't know why, but then I just taken quite a lot of the elastic out, so I've made it quite snug. But I'm still not 100% sure, because I'm not sure if the skirt's a bit big, even though I've made this skirt with the Bettine twice before. I don't know whether it's the fabric, because this is linen fabric, whether it's just because it's a little bit lighter that I maybe should have took the seams in a little bit more. But in actual fact, this is a size 5, this is a size 4, but matching them up, I had no issues whatsoever.
Oh,
so I'm really pleased with that.
It looks really nice, and I don't think that the skirt looks big or anything.
Do you
at all.
not?
No, I really like it.
Because I was a little bit, I wasn't sure with this bit here, because it is a little bit roomy, but then it helps when I put it on and off.
I think it's supposed to be, though. I think the Bettine skirt, you have got room in it. When I made it, I think I've got room around the pockets and stuff.
It's really strange, because my denim Bettines are actually quite snug, even though that's the same one. But yeah, I'm really pleased with it.
It's really nice. It's really, really nice.
It wouldn't, as I was talking earlier, that it wouldn't be the first dress that I kind of grab out of the wardrobe, but it's kind of one of the dresses that in the summertime, and I don't really know look at the weather today, I don't really know what I want to wear, but I'll probably just grab it out, stick it on with some trainers or some sandals, my denim jacket, and off I go. But not too bad, not too bad. So it's interesting actually to see that even though we've made two dresses, they look completely different.
Yeah, they do. But it's funny because I don't think this would be the first thing that I would grab out of my cupboard either.
Really?
So no, just because I just don't feel like the fit is exactly perfect. But you know, that's what sewing's about. You know, it's all about learning.
Yeah.
And I think sometimes you make things that you love, and sometimes you make things that you don't like as much. So
yeah, and I think the problem sometimes could be when you start a project and it isn't going how you want it to go, it can kind of really put you off. And I only made this last week. I was a little bit close to the deadline as well. And there was a point that I just had to walk away because I tried it on and my skirt was the wrong way round.
Oh, no.
So I was walking like this and I was just like, oh,
Yeah.
do you know what? I'm not even going to undo it. I'm just going to walk away from it and come back another day. And I'm glad I did.
Yeah, yeah.
But
sometimes you just need that bit of a break, I think.
Yes,
you know,
definitely.
So, and there's no point in continuing if you feel like it's going to go wrong. So,
no, because then that's when things go wrong.
Yeah.
So, yeah. Well, I hope you've really liked. Oh, look, my strap's falling down. Hope you really liked what we've done with the the marigold. I'm talking about the bettine, aren't I?
Yeah.
I hope you like what we've done with the hacks. And as you can see, we've got the same starting point.
Yeah.
Both dresses, but completely different.
Yeah.
So it's been really enjoyable.
It has, yeah, I've really enjoyed it, yeah. And the whole process of thinking about how you were going to create your project as well.
Yes.
Was it going to be a dress? Was it going to be something else? And just thinking about, you know, what we were going to do. It's been really, really fun.
Yeah, and I think I said before in one of my vlogs, you're very much like me. We like to get as much out of a pattern as possible. And the fact that we've both come up with one where we've used two of our patterns from our stash is actually testament to what we really do, isn't it?
Exactly, yeah.
So yeah, I'd love to also see what other people do with the marigolds, because even though it's a jumpsuit, I think there's opportunities to make quite a lot of changes to it.
Yeah.
So if you've got anything, if you could also put our hashtag onto it, because I'd really love to see what other people have made. And I hope you like what we've made today.
Yeah.
And in a couple of months, we're going to decide what we're going to do next.
We are, yeah, and I'll be sharing it with you together again. We'll do another little piece together.
Probably over at yours next time.
Yeah. No, that'd be
Brilliant.
great.
Right, thank you ever so much for watching today, and see you again soon.
See you soon.
Bye-bye.
Bye.